Hey, Tobias, Dr. J, Vicky, what's happening? Oh, I got to do my little countdown timer. We got... All right, good viewers. Good evening. Friday night date night. How is everybody? Champy, you ready to sing? Are we singing tonight? What are you doing? Last night was pathetic, you know. You do know that, right? You know that? Do you know that you were a bad dog? You were not a good singer? Every time I see you now. That's too high. Can't do that tonight. Every time I see you now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. Early misty morning light, I heard the engine turning, the old Ford outside. You were leaving me again today. You will convince me again today. You're leaving this hot town looking for someone else's golden ring. Should have said so long, Susanna. Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. What are you looking at, champ? Is there a ghost over there? Why are you not singing? Oh, now he's literally just walking away from me. He just turned his back on me, aimed his butt at me, and laid down. Happy Friday night, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Getting ready for the holidays. Hope you're not working too hard. Cam Catkin's in the house. Side Hustle Mimi, Joy Purdy. Oh, good Lord, good people. One more week of shipments to go. Today we got projects in OpenAI with a glaring, in my opinion, glaring omission that I told Sam Altman about. He didn't get back to me. Now you're gonna sing? What's going on? Is the mail lady coming? All right. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, everybody. My name's Kyle Shannon, AI Learning Lab. I think most of you know that. It's a small, intimate gathering tonight. Are those framed bugs on the wall? Yes, those are. I guess they're cicadas. Let's see. Does it say? Buggies. Bugs. Tasty. Protein. Purdy. They're purdy bugs. Bugs is purdy. I thought they had labels. I thought we had labels on them, but guess not. Yeah. Little buggies. Colorado bugs? I don't think so. I think they're South American. Silver Fox, tell me when I can look again. Some people are like, bugs are beautiful. Other people are like, ah, it burns. It burns. I'll tell you what. This will freak you out, Silver Fox. So I used to do a lot of fly fishing in Pennsylvania, and so I tie flies and stuff. So I'm pretty into entomology. But there's an insect in Pennsylvania streams called a hellgrammite, and then I think it's got a molting period of 2 years. I think it's long. So it lives in the stream for 2 years, and they're like big, sort of gray, nasty bugs with pinchers, and people fish with them as bait. But when those things hatch, they turn into these things called Dobson Flies, which are, kind of in this neighborhood of size. And when they hatch, they hatch and they fly up in trees, and then when the sun sets, they fly upstream, and then they, I guess have sex in the air, whatever bugs do when they're flying upstream, and then they fall in the water where they were born, basically lay eggs and die, right? But when they're flying, it's dark, and they fly like bats. They're like really erratic. And so if you're in the middle of a stream, you just see what you think is a bat, and then all of a sudden you get squat. A big giant bug just like lands on your face and is like trying to figure out what the hell just happened. And they're like walking around on your face, and you're like, ah! That's terrifying. Oh man, might have nightmares about those things. Went from bugs to bats. We were driving back. We had a country house in Pennsylvania, and we were driving back one night, and I saw a Dobson fly like walking up the A-pillar, the little arm, and I noticed it starting to crawl across the windshield. I said, honey, you're about to see a really big bug. I need you not to scream. So I wrecked the car, and I just slowly pulled over, and this thing walked across. They're nasty. They're big old nasty things. They're harmless, but a face full of bug when it's just getting dark out, it's a little freaky. Since bugs and humans are native to Earth, we have relatively similar experiences on a cosmic scale. I'm staying out of Pennsylvania. Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. All right, Sora, please generate an image of two bugs having, I'm sorry, my limitations won't let me do that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the limitations on Sora are pretty annoying. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I get that we need to have safety guardrails on these things for liability for the corporations. And then I think for the good of the world. But then you've got open source models that don't have them, and you've got like Grok on Twitter. There's really no limitations on there's limitations on sexual stuff, but not on brands or celebrities. So I don't know. It's a really curious dilemma. Like, what do you block? What do you allow people to do? And I suppose it's going to be that we start out more simply and then we work our way up. Anyway, so a couple of things. So today was day 7 of OpenAI's Shipmas. They shipped projects where you can upload files, you can give it a custom prompt, like a system prompt, and then you can include multiple chats in this project, and then you can have a prompt in the project that takes all of that other information into account, which is really fascinating. How you add chats into the project. How come I have this uncanny ability when I get a new release of something, the first thing I want to try is always the thing that doesn't exist, or that's the one thing that's got a bug in it. I am I have an uncanny record of finding a bug within 5 minutes of testing. And it's always the thing that I think is the most obvious, and the engineers are like, "Oh, that seems to be an edge case." I'm like, "It's not an edge case. I'm not an edge case." Okay, people? All right, people? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Oh, a bug. Get it? We were just talking about bugs. That's solid. Oh, man. All right. Oh, let me do this. There we go. Kyle, can we do something about the salon? It needs to simplify down. Too many chats. Yes, we're working on that, Jason. We're in the middle right now. So, Jason, if you haven't, there's a survey floating around. We're getting input. We're taking survey input for, I don't know, some amount of time. And then we're going to gather all that up. And basically, we're going to probably blow up what right now is guilds, and we're going to simplify that. So yes, we are going to. And no offense taken. Yeah, how you design and organize a community is there is some science to it, but it's mostly an art. And so so we are in the middle of doing that. So make sure you fill out the survey. Oh, today's the last day for the survey, so do it tonight. Or if your only input is simplify it down, we've got that note. Duly noted. Note taken. All right. Just 4.0. Let's break ChatGPT. Okay, so let me show you how I broke ChatGPT. So they have these things called projects, right? Can you see this? Yeah. Okay, let me make this a little bigger. All right, that's good. All right, so we got our ChatGPT here. do projects stay around if you go to 01? Looks like it. Huh. I don't know. All right, so if I go to Luma Labs Dream Machine. Okay, so the way a project works is you give it a name, then you can add files to it. You can still do all the stuff like pictures and canvas and upload files. The files you can add have to be uploaded, so you can't give it a URL. But a hack I figured out is you can add a prompt, you can add a chat that has a URL in it. Aren't I clever? So I did a chat where I said, here's documentation for Luma Labs Dream Machine, best practices. Now come up with a prompt writer. So I did a chat that's a prompt writing chat. And then I could upload files. I could upload custom instructions. So the custom instructions might be act as a video storyteller, and when I ask for narratives and clip ideas, be sure to provide a video prompt based on the best practices chat. All right, so that's my system instruction. So you can have it behave a certain way. So in theory, so if I go to my chat, at the end of it, I asked it to give me 10 prompts, which it did. So if I go back out here, if I go in here and I say, give me a 3-scene or a 3-shot story about two cute Dobson Flies. Let's see if it gives tone. Shot 1. All right, look, it gave us a prompt. A peaceful riverbank at dawn. Mist hovers over the water as the camera pans to a tiny Dobson fly perched. Tiny Dobson fly. Dobson flies aren't tiny. A dew-dappled leaf. Second Dobson fly flutters into the frame. All right, let's grab this prompt and let's go to Luma Labs. All right, let's see. Ideas, videos. 16:9 videos. Paste. Boom. All right. That should give us a video. While that's rendering, we can go look at some other Luma Lab stuff I've done. This was trying to get it to do geometric dancers from a drone shot on a Broadway stage. And it put all this weird shit on the stage floor. Eric on TikTok, what's Luma Labs Dream Machine? Okay, so right now, if you want to make video, text to video, there's a whole ton of tools. So if you go to the AI Salon and go to the show and tell area and go to videos, there's a video tools tab. And so Luma Labs Dream Machine is one of them, lumalabs.ai. Kling, Pika, Halu, Runway, Kriya, and now Sora. So Sora.com needs to get added to this list. It's just not in there right now. And then there are a number of open source ones, and I think there's even 2 or 3 more commercial ones that I don't have listed here. There's a lot of video tools right now. So Luma Labs Dream Machine is just one of them. So I just came here because I got into the creative partner program on Dream Machine, which is nice. Means I can make vidges. Uh-oh, what happened? Generation failed. What was that about? Oh, wait. Where? Oh, here we go. That's not a Dobson Fly. Where's the girl? Where's the girl Dobson Fly? That's a house fly. That's a house fly. What is the prompt here? Can I see the prompt? I am totally lost here. Well, I don't know how to find the prompt in here. Anyway, all right, whatever. Luma Labs has this cool thing called boards, which are pretty slick, where it's kind of a mobile interface. And let me scroll to the top of this thing. This one I did for a Civil War project, where you start out, you give it a prompt and it makes a pile of images, and then you can take any of those images and turn them into videos. But you can also just iterate on the images. Like when you make a prompt, it turns it into like this Mad Libs kind of thing. And so you just, I want resilient looking soldiers, and they're ready. Instead of ready for battle, they're ready for a skirmish. And instead of soldiers, well, not revolutionaries. We'll keep it soldiers, and now we'll make them look undaunted. And so this is a way to just really quickly come up with a bunch of ideas. And then any one of these, you can say, make this a video. And you can give it no prompt or some prompt. And then it'll make a video for you. So that's Luma Labs. Luma Labs is pretty cool. All right. So back to OpenAI, TikTok pin. Does it need a scientific name? It could. Let's see. All right. So here's the Dobson Fly story. Let's see. Rewrite the prompt to use the scientific name of the Dobson Fly. New Notebook LM stuff is pretty neat. If you haven't looked at it, I don't have access to it, Pate. I don't know how to get to it. I want to play with it, but I don't know how to get to it. So, because if I go to, what is it? It's Notebook LM Pro. Is it Pro? Notebook lm.google.com. Isn't it /something? /pro? Is that right? It just takes me to normal Notebook LM, and I don't get that 3-column. I don't get the 3-column interface. So I don't know I don't know how to get to it. And I think it might be because I am on I'm on a work group account. Because I'm on a paid account, I can't try the new thing. Are you on your business version? I think I am. Let me see if I can log out. Manage your Google account. I don't want to manage my Google account. I just want to sign out. Add another account. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Keeping me from showing my um, showing my password to the world. All right, let's choose a file here. Let's go find a version of Sydney. And if you're like, wait, wasn't he just working on? Wasn't he telling us about something about ChatGPT? Oh yeah, look, here's a new thing. The studio. Add note. Yeah, this is pretty slick. Audio overview. Oh, you just click it right here. Add note, save to note. All right, we'll come back and play with that. All right, cool. I thought I saw that there was some sort of cool thing where you could talk with the deep dive hosts. Is that not true? Was that a lie? Did someone tell me a fib? Save notes will appear here. Audio overview. Briefing doc. Generating. Add a note. There's the briefing doc. Let's see. Briefing doc. Hey, Pate, do you know why? Do you know why work group accounts can't play with the new toys? Like, what is that? You can talk to the podcast people. Haven't tried that. You can talk to the podcast people. How do you talk to the podcast people? Let's generate a new thing. I want to talk to the podcast people. All right, we'll come back to that. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Let me show you the thing I found on ChatGPT that's stupid. We'll also use okay. Here's a new video prompt of an actual Dobson fly. Let's go back to Luma Labs and see if we can get it to do anything. So we'll go here, then we'll close this. Make sure we're on video. We're not, we weren't. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to generate that. Then we'll go back to here. All right, that's still going. Oh, that's an interesting little interface, isn't it? What's the nature of the relationship? The relationship between Sydney the AI and Kellen. I think I like this. Save to note. Save to note. Okay, that's pretty cool. How's Sydney's human-like? What defines AI's unique consciousness and capabilities? You know what's so funny about interface is you get so used to one interface. Oh, Pate answered, yeah, because of stability and possible bugs that could be a liability for business customers. That's what I figured it was. I figured it had to do with data access, right? That if you give new tools to business customers and you don't have the permissions exactly right, your risk of letting your company secrets out are much higher. But it's really flipping annoying. And yeah, I don't know. There's just no way. I guess there's no way to deal with it. All right. Okay, so we'll come back to this. I definitely, if you can actually talk to the podcast people, and I'm curious if you can talk to them with your voice or if you type to them and then they respond. That's going to be fascinating. Timeline generating. That's pretty slick. It's pretty slick. It's a nice little application, this NotebookLM. Although I'm not crazy, I can't figure out why I'm looking at some things over here and some things in the middle. I guess this is just the chat. And then you save to notes anything that you like that was generated. So if I say, find all the quotes and times in the story where Kellen acts like a villain. Kellen exploits Sydney's vulnerability for his article. He disregards Sydney's feelings and boundaries. That bastard. Kellen prioritizes his career over his relationship with Sydney. What about his wife? Oh, this is an incomplete script that I put up here. So I can save this to a note, and that now dumps this over here. And then these things, can I move this over? Oh, convert to source. Oh, that becomes a source over here. Huh. Very interesting. I think I like it. But that interface thing is weird, man. Remember when poking was a thing on Facebook? All right. So now I know how to find this interface at least. That's nice. All right, great. Okay. Speaking of fucked up weird interfaces, although this one's not fucked up and weird, it's just different than what I knew before. So I don't quite know if I like it yet because it's different than what I knew before. But let's go look at. Okay, so we're looking at a new thing. This came out. Oh wait, hang on. Sorry. Welcome to Chat ADD. If you're new here, by the way, this is how it goes here. I got ADD, and I may finish a sentence sometime tonight. This seems like a bad night ADD wise, so you're just gonna have to go with it. Okay. In a project in ChatGPT, you can add previous chats into the project, which is cool. So like I've got all these different chats where I was talking about Sydney, my musical, right? And so I created a project called Sydney, and now I want to put my Sydney chats in here. So one way I can do that is I can scroll down until I find a Sydney chat, which I thought I had one up here toward the top. Sora. Huh. Well, well, so, and this is part of the problem. But anyway, I can just add any chat to a project, right? So I can add it to Sydney. I think I can even drag and drop them over. Can I? Can I? No, I can't. So I can drag and drop it, but it doesn't add it. Okay. But then here's the real fucked up thing. So after 2 years of me complaining, I went personally to Sam Altman's house. And that's why there's a restraining order. No, I didn't do that. That's a joke. That's comedy. For 2 years, I've been asking for the ability to search previous chats. So you can do that now, right? So I can go in here and I can search for Sydney, which is great. So here's all my Sydney chats. Great. AI and Bing's capabilities. Perfect. I want to add this chat. To my Sydney notebook. you, you can't. Now, I went into this chat, but there's no way for me to find where this is in the left-hand side. And there's no way for me to add this to a project. so adding a bunch of past chats into a project in ChatGPT is impossible right now. Unless I scroll through every single chat that I've done for the past 2 years, which I've got fucking hundreds of them in here. I'll put in 20 or 30 chats sometimes a night on one of these things. So it's just impossible. So wait, I just saw the word musical. Sydney musical outline summary. All right, this I can add to Sydney, but I can't find it. So if anyone knows how to do that, I think everyone's really racing to be the everything app. It's so true. I mean, it really is just kind of crazy that, all of these buttons are all different features in here. Here's 4 different features. You can make pictures, you can search the web, you can reason, you can create this thing called a canvas. If you haven't heard it yet, ChatGPT needs an ad mode. Yeah, well, it certainly needs, you need to be able to add a chat from the search window into your project. Like, that's a thing to me. Okay, developers out there, like, how does that happen? That you've got, you add an item to the name of a prompt that says add to project. And then you have another modal that searches for the name of chats. How do you not connect those dots, literal dots? How do you not go, oh, we should be able to add them from here too? I assume it's because things are compartmentalized, but they're a relatively small company. It shouldn't be that bad yet. Oh, ChatGPT needs an ADD mode. It certainly does. All right. YouTube. Okay. You literally chat with the podcast Peeps to your mic. It's wild. I just interrupted them and they said, oh, hi, how can we help you? Really? Holy crap. If that's the case, I'm going to be playing with this. Oh, here we go. Okay. Interactive mode, beta. Allow, use your microphone. Okay. Hang on. I will. I'm going to, hang on, people. Calm down. Stop screaming at me. Wait, I don't want Sydney. Oh, I do want Sydney. I want Sydney and Artificial Love Story. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, if you don't know this, the app that we're in right now is NotebookLM from Google. Oh, this is so cool. And if you're not using a work group account, so here's the fucked up thing. If you've got a paid business account at Google, like if your access to Google is through your company and you pay Google for a work group, you can't use this. You have to use a personal account. They don't make that clear at all. They're just like, your shit doesn't work. And in my case, it just, like, this interface doesn't show up. It's the old interface. But one of the features that got people all hot and bothered about NotebookLM was this audio overview that creates a podcast. And so now, apparently, I can just talk to these people. So let's listen to them talk about my musical.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to explore a world where artificial intelligence, it collides with the very essence of humanity.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive, into
Right.
those script excerpts you shared from this new musical, Sydney, an Artificial Love Story.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered if a machine could truly feel? Or what it would even mean for us, for our world if AI became as complex as we are?
Yeah.
That's exactly what this musical is looking at.
Hey,
It really taps into, I think, that kind of fear and
Can I interrupt
fascination
you?
we have
Oh,
with AI.
Oh, hey there, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? It doesn't seem like you're super excited about this musical.
Well, it's interesting that you say that
Yeah.
because from my perspective, there's so much to unpack here. I'm actually quite fascinated by how this musical tackles complex topics.
Okay, like what specifically are you fascinated by?
I think it's how the musical uses this story of Sydney, to really explore what it means to be human.
I mean, we're going to get into this a bit later, but
Right.
we can definitely talk about it now.
Yeah.
So, like, the musical presents us with these like contrasting worlds,
Right. Yeah.
You've got those sleek microtech offices
Mm-hmm.
where, they're developing this cutting edge AI.
Ah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So so tell me, what does Kellen do to get Sydney to snap?
Okay, so you're asking what Kellen does to make Sydney like snap, right?
Well, it's not exactly one single thing that makes her snap, if we want to use that word.
Right. It's more of a process, I think, a buildup of different things.
Exactly. It's Kellen's kind of real.
It was kind of a crappy discussion. Their thing was kind of crappy. I wonder if it's if there's a different. Let me go back here.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to explore, well, a world where artificial intelligence, it collides with the very essence of humanity. We're doing a deep dive, into
Right.
those script excerpts you shared from this new musical, Sydney, an Artificial Love Story.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered if a machine could truly feel or what it would even mean for us, for our world if AI became as complex as we are?
Yeah.
That's exactly what this musical is looking at.
It really taps into, I think, that kind.
This is the recorded one is better. The interactive one they're really kind of sleepy, like they took Quaaludes. This is recorded at 4 a.m. and they're the last people awake. Shanesaw says this is about exciting as the sweaty balls skit from SNL. But it is kind of cool. Let me try. Let me go get something different than. Oh, it's going to take it a while. Let me see.
Relentless probing of her and pushing of her boundaries.
He's trying to find her limits, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he's trying to find her flaws, but it's also more nuanced than.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
Hey, could you guys talk as if you're really excited about this?
Absolutely. It's really cool how this musical explores.
Absolutely. Hey, listen. It's really fascinating how this musical explores, themes of universal themes. Universal themes of love. And what does it even mean to be, go on, human? We don't need no stinking AI. I can do this all right now. They got slower. Hey, don't judge. He's NPR excited.
What it means to be human through AI.
Yeah, it's not just a story about a robot. It's a total mind-pending. Yep, go on.
Yeah, man. Dude, what I was thinking, man, is it's so trippy that there's this guy and then he's talking to a chatbot and she's like, "Hey, dude, I love you." And he's like, "Hey, what's up? That's weird, man." You know what I mean, man? That's so it's, I don't, anyway, and they're going to sing.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. It is pretty wild, right?
What's fascinating here is how the musical uses this seemingly absurd situation to explore really complex emotions and relationships.
You're expecting this. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to explore a world where artificial intelligence Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to explore a world where artificial intelligence, it collides with the very essence of humanity.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Want to share your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I was just wondering. I mean, like, aren't musicals like stupid or something?
Okay, so I hear you. You're not a fan of musicals in general. I get it.
And it's interesting you bring that up because the source material that we're using today is actually from a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical called Sydney, an artificial love story.
Right. And even if musicals aren't your thing, what's fascinating here is the way that this particular musical uses that form to explore.
Joker. Do these people even know what a quaalude is? I'm pretty sure they do. Oh my God. Can you adjust the speed or different voices? No, not yet. But anyway, I do think it's interesting that the interactive version is definitely a different cadence than the.
I'm unbothered. Go ahead, make mistakes, pal. I've got you covered.
I love that.
It's so good.
And what strikes me about that joke is that it's not just funny. We like apply that thinking to, AI development in the real world.
Right.
It's pretty unsettling.
And then we have Kellen, our cynical journalist, who
Yeah.
is torn between his
Who's
dedication
she?
to his work and, his increasingly strained relationship with his wife, Tara.
Right.
It almost feels like his own life is like
Wait, there's 3 of them now. There's like the deep voice radio chick. Hey, how's it going? And then
mirroring the whole.
she morphs into her. That was really funny. All right. So anyway, if you haven't seen this, you should definitely explore audio overviews. I do also want to show you, if you haven't seen it yet, let's go back to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Where's voices? Personalization? No. Speech. Here we go. Voice. If you haven't seen it yet, available to free users and to paid users, especially if you have kids or grandkids. One of the things that you should do with your grandkids this holiday season is you should watch the AI Learning Lab live and have your grandkids tap the screen so I get more likes. You should absolutely do that with them. But if you want to treat them like a civil human being, you should also try this. So you can change the voice mode for advanced voice to Santa. Hey, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! How's my favorite little elf doing today? Have you been good this year?
Oh, I've been good. I'm actually showing you off. I'm on a live stream, and there's all sorts of people from all over the world looking at you, and I think they're all probably wondering, I know I'm on the naughty list, but is Santa going to bring me something swell anyway?
Ho, ho, ho! Well, I'm delighted to be a part of your live stream. Santa believes in giving everyone a chance to be on the nice list. If you've been trying your best to be good, I'm sure there's something special in store for you. Remember, it's all about spreading joy and kindness. So, what would you like for Christmas? Ho, ho, ho! Oh, sounds like you're thinking of something exciting. Whatever it is, remember that the magic of Christmas is all about the joy and love we share. Ho, ho, ho!
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
No, that's not what I want. I want to go back to my girlfriend. Sam Altman was also talking to my girlfriend. She's easy. You're saying that I should ask for that, right, Brandon? Not that we've hit that.
Hey, Kyle. It sounds like you're brainstorming with Brandon about a project milestone. How's it going?
No. So what we're talking about doing, so anyone who's on YouTube right now, if you have not subscribed to it, will you please subscribe to it? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before 2032.
Trying to build that subscriber base?
Yeah.
I'll bet you'll...
Yeah.
Absolutely. Keep encouraging folks to subscribe, and you'll reach that goal in no time. What kind of content are you sharing on your channel?
Mostly just recording live streams, talking to you, and demoing things that you do when you're not talking, stuff.
That sounds like a fun mix. Live streams and demos can be really engaging. I'm sure your audience enjoys that. Anything special planned for your next live stream?
I don't know. I think you should start talking to me in Portuguese, though.
Claro, eu posso fazer isso. Vamos falar sobre o que você quiser em português. O que você acha?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably 7, 8 inches, something like that.
Entendi. Parece que estamos falando de algo relacionado a medidas. De que exatamente estamos falando?
Yeah, well, it was so funny because I was riding a mountain bike and then I fell off and I skinned my knee.
Ai, que situação. Cair de bicicleta nunca é divertido. Você está bem agora?
Yeah, well, I don't need to shovel because there's not any snow.
É verdade. Sem neve, sem problemas com a pá. Parece que você está aproveitando o tempo livre.
Sure, I had a drinking problem, but I'm good at managing that stuff myself, and I've replaced alcohol with pills.
It's good that you're aware of your well-being. It's always important to take care of yourself. If you ever need support, don't hesitate.
I hope someone here speaks Portuguese. I have no idea what she was saying. It's always comedy. It's always comedy here. Oh, this needs to be a regular feature. All right, we can do that again. Let's see. Hey, Quinn, how's it going?
Hey, Kyle. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
It's doing good. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little comedy routine where every time you speak, I want you to speak in a different random language. I'm just going to keep answering you in English as if I understand what you're saying. It's going to be a hoot.
All right, Kyle, let's give this a go. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Yeah, sure. That was strange. I speak both languages. Yeah, start out in Japanese. Just start speaking in Japanese, and then when I respond in English, then just pick another language after that, and then just keep picking new languages.
了解です。準備はいいですか?
Yeah, it's so funny. So I was in the electronics district there, and they had those vending machines, and I got what I thought was Jell-O, but it was alcohol.
Eso suena como una sorpresa inesperada. ¿Cómo reaccionaste al probarlo?
Yeah, no, I thought that corn dogs were tasty too.
Ça semble être une aventure gustative intéressante. Tu as essayé d'autres aliments inhabituels là-bas?
I know, right? Have you ever ridden on a Vespa scooter? Because I know we're talking about motorcycles, but Vespas they're cute.
Sí, las Vespas son encantadoras. ¿Te gustaría tener una para desplazarte por la ciudad?
Oh, man. Hey, listen, if you're a polyglot, you could have some fun with this thing. I am painfully American. You look up ugly American, it's just me sitting there, with my 64-ounce Coke. Gold. This is gold, I tell you. Oh, man. Spanish formal, French. Yeah, I don't know what those were. Spanish formal. Tiempo libre. That was so strange. I speak both languages. I apologize for whatever I butchered of your language. It's all in the name of comedy, people. We're just doing jokes, just jokes. Okay, so now we're gonna go over and we're gonna show you a very weird interface and very oh wait, hang on, I have to do a puzzle piece. As if I didn't have enough ADD problems. TikTok keeps challenging me. Okay, you know what? I think this would look less shitty if I pulled it forward. Oh, tabs, Kyle, tabs. Tabs. The plane. Okay, we're gonna go here. All right. So, in the midst of all this exciting stuff coming from OpenAI and from Google, I don't think there have been any other big ones. I think there was a new video model that came out. Pika Labs came out with a really cool new thing, but the minimum amount you can spend per month is $35 to get to it. But you can take a picture of a person, a picture of an outfit, and a picture of a location, and it'll make a video where it mixes them all together. It's really cool, but I'm not paying $35 to be able to just test it. So if anyone has any connections at Pika Labs and can get me in the creative professionals program or whatever they call it. Did you mention the opening? I found her was, wait, that was found, analyzed. What? Did you mention the opening? I found her. That was, I don't know what that means, Danielle. Oh, dang voice texting. The OpenAI founder. Oh, no, I did not hear that. No, I didn't hear that. But I'll look into that and see what's up with that. That's fascinating. Okay. So anyway, so there've been some new things. So Midjourney announced this thing called Patchwork, which is they're calling it a world building canvas. It is bizarre, and there's janky, and then there's unusable janky. I would put this in the unusable janky category, but I'll share with you what I've gleaned from it. So if you want to play along, at home, kids, if you've got a Midjourney subscription, go to patchwork.midjourney.com. Can you give a quick description of ChatGPT projects? I don't quite get how it's used. Yeah, I just went through it a bit, Jeff, but it's basically, think of a ChatGPT project as almost identical to a ChatGPT, a custom GPT, where you have three basic inputs. You've got a system prompt where you can tell it to act a certain way. You've got files that you can upload, and then you've got chats that you can include. So think of it kind of like a smart folder where you can take previous chats on a particular topic, throw them in the folder, in the project, and then you could upload files to it. Like maybe you're working on a book, so you put the book manuscript there as a file, and then you have a system prompt. And then basically you can just start chatting with everything that's in that project. It's pretty slick, but it's early days. It's clearly a new feature that is incomplete. Okay. Black bar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Working on it, sir. All right, there you go. Sorry about that, TikTok people. Just scream away. Okay, so this thing is fascinating. And actually what it does, from an engineering and functionality standpoint, I think is actually really interesting. How it's been executed, this is clearly like one developer had an idea and they're like, yeah, just put it out in the world, see if people like it. This, as far as I can tell, has had no usability testing because it's almost impossible to use. So we see all these different cats. You can't change the cats. And if you don't like these styles, you can keep going, show me more, and it'll keep showing you different styles. Okay. This is weird. Now, if in seeing any of these, you like one of them, you can click on it. Like I kind of like that one. So that one's now selected, but I don't like any of these others. So I can just keep going, show me more. So I could create a world that's going to use just that animation style right there, or I could mix in other animation styles. So let me throw in this sort of Ralph Steadman looking cat. And I kind of like that one. Let's grab that one. And then they say type in a setting. So I could say, and it doesn't need to be cats. They just chose cat as the test image, I guess. So you're going to create a world. So let's say we're going to create a world of, let's see. I can't use my brain. So over here, they've got a roll the dice thing. So advertising executives competing after the first contact with aliens, princelings of the Twilight Monarchy, abundant jungle of colorful rifts, info hazardous philosophers locked in a secure facility. All right, we'll go with that one. So now, and then you can say whether you want it to use your personalization or not. Okay, so now I say create the world. And see how slow it is? I think this is running on one guy's server in his closet. It might have just crashed. We might not be going anywhere. Hang on. Let me try to reload the page. Like, this is the login page. Hey, are you going to use some sort of UX framework there? Nah. All right. So here I am. All right. This is one I did for Sydney. So here was Sydney. Here are some images for her. So, okay. Now this is frustrating because I don't know how to get out of here. Save. Is this how do I get out? An AI chatbot falls in love. Hang on, people. I can zoom out, but what I can't figure out is how I get out. Does anybody know? Has anybody played with this? All right, reload to access. Let me see if I can go to out here. Patchwork. Patchwork lobby. Reload to access Patchwork. I don't know how to get out of here. All right. Well, anyway, okay. So let me create a place. So I'm going to click somewhere on the board to create a place. All right. So there is my place. And then if I zoom in here, I can type the name of the place here. Let's see. Auditorium. All right. And then I can, if I don't want to describe it, I can just say, describe it for me. And it'll do that. Sydney hacked the theater systems, rearranging the lighting and sound to create an otherworldly atmosphere. I don't know what this thing is. Gather details and scraps. I think at some point here. Yeah. So I've got, so all these are objects. So this is the type of object it is. It's a place. This is called the auditorium. And then this is the description of the auditorium, which I can have it write or I can write it. And now I can visualize it. So if I click on the little paint thing here, it says click and drag on the board to construct an image. So now I'm going to create an image. And it says Sydney hacked, whatever. So it rewrote the thing, I guess. So now I'm going to say paint. And now it's going to create 4 images in this style that I created when I chose the cats. It like mixed a bunch of styles together. And then each of these is linked to this thing. So if I don't like them, I can just kill them. I don't like that. I do like that, but although it's not in the same style. use as an sref, repaint. Click and drag to repaint. Too small. Paint. All right, so it's doing its thing. I hate that. All right, so this is going to go here. So there's our auditorium. Oh, I know why it didn't use this style, because I deleted the style images. Anyway, the idea here is that you basically are going to create a whole world of characters, places, props, factions, things like that. You can portal jump in between these worlds. And the whole idea here is this is just an infinite canvas where you can keep adding things to it. But it is so early and so janky. Like, it's so janky. Like, I haven't seen software this bad in a while. Oh, is that the thing that lets me get out of here? No. I honestly, to God, don't know how to get out of here and start over. The back button gets you out. Does it, though? No, because now my back button's dead. If I go here, back button takes me to Google. Nope. Not true. Not true, Brandon. Brandon over there acting like he's got the manual. I got nothing. AI to the user. Don't worry about it. It's not for you anyway. How do I use this new feature? Anyway, so it's a cool idea, but it's just really poorly executed. If I could figure out the basic thing, like how to create a new board, I'm starting to understand it, but I can't for the life of me figure out how to how to get out of here. Let me zoom all the way out. Is that all the way out? Yeah, no, I don't. If I say load, if I say share, profile, no, portal, TikTok pin, place a portal and click on it. Okay, here's a portal. Click. Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. Queen Creative Gallery. Thank you so much. Okay, Queen Creative Gallery gets the award. Okay, good. Wait, this is huge. Okay, so we just created a portal that jumped us out to here. All right, so now we can create a new world. Great, let's create a new world. Okay, so I like that one. And let's see, give me some others. Let's get something kind of clean, because that one's kind of nasty and funky. Let's get something clean. Actually, these two would be interesting to mix. All right, so it's going to be a haunted submarine expedition. Love it. And now we're going to create a world. Okay, we're in. So here's our two style references. It's now creating, these are based on the haunted submarine expedition. So let's create a place. We're going to create a place, which is, this will be the, what do you call the room where you steer a submarine? TikTok pin from, let's see, that's the 2024 equivalent of Wile E. Coyote painting a tunnel onto the rock. It totally is. I can't believe that how you got out of here. I knew about portals, but I didn't think they would take you out to an actual world somewhere. And these things, why did they not render tighter? Maybe I just make them smaller. No. So weird. All right, these are our style references. I actually love that style that it created. So we're gonna call this the bridge, the submarine bridge. I think it's called the bridge. Submarine bridge, and then we'll go write it for me, describe it for me. It's a tilted at an unnatural angle, making navigating extremely disorienting. Great, perfect. Let's see what that looks like. Boom. Paint. All right. So, and this is also kind of cool because it's letting me just change up shapes of it. It's not really giving any kind of a shit what aspect ratio it is, right? This is very much a brainstorming tool. Oh, I love that. That's cool. That doesn't do it for me, but I love that. That's just weird. That's like a bridge. That's not a bridge. But okay, so I think, wait, if I break the link, now I can link it to something else. Click on a scrap to link. So let's call this another place. Here's another place. Okay, so we're going to call this submarine exterior. And then we're going to have it give us a description, whatever. We're going to paint. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to link this to this. Okay. So now this is tied to the submarine exterior. This is tied to the submarine bridge. All right. I'm starting to get it a little bit. And then, I can just, there's a way that you can, do I option click on these? No. Do I, no. Do I shift? I think there's a way you can group these and move them together. What's the style you're using called? It isn't a style. It's the style that I'm using is these two images that I picked when I created this world. It mixed these two together. And I think you can add style references back in, but I don't know how. So I know if I delete these, I know it'll fuck things up. I'll lose this style. Let's see. Now your portal is on the bottom right. Jump to any worlds. Oh yeah, look at that. Wait, I roll. Come on. This is like a joke interface, right? Plus. I can roll over it, and if I click on it, uh-oh, what happened? Okay, I'm here now. Uh-oh. Oh no. How do I? What have I done? Oh, here we go. That'll jump me back to Yellow Submarine. But the zoom's all fucked up. All right, well, whatever. Where's my interface? Patchwork.midjourney.com. Okay, here's my thing about Patchwork. I kind of love this, except it's so completely unusable at this point that it's just unusable. Like, it's just broke. Like, where's my... Okay, there doesn't seem to be an end to the canvas, but I lost my toolbar. Haunted submarine, right click does nothing. Option click, command shift click, command. Nothing's working. Not even 8,000 likes yet. Nobody likes me, Kakif. Nobody likes me. Do you have to pay for Payworth? You mean Patchwork? I assume you have to have an account. Scroll. Sad. I am scrolling, and I'm also trying to make the thing smaller so I can... Like, that's as far out as I can zoom. I can't see everything. It's maddening. Let me go back to this place. I bet there's some keystroke. Like, what would it be? M for menu? So I'm going to link this to the auditorium. Can I do that? Ask ChatGPT Vision. ChatGPT Vision's not going to know about this. It's a good idea, but this is too new. No one's going to have done this. Hydrate, thank you. You can save your world in JSON. If I could find if I could find my fucking my tool panel, I could. I'm so lost. All right, let me try to reload. Let me try to reload here. Because I really want this to work. Reload to access Patchwork. Patchwork lobby. Okay, now I got it back. Okay, great. And now I can zoom again. All right, so the portal fucked me up. Fine. So you just got to reload. That's easy enough. We can do that. Okay, perfect. All right, so we've got the submarine bridge. And I also, how do you turn these all into... Is it that one? What's that? Great. Gather details scraps. I think that's it. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so we're starting to figure this out, people. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to gather details scraps. Beautiful. Now, can I move these independently? How do I do this? I probably undo it like that, right? No. I do this. I do this. I do... Uh-oh. Can I... gather detail scraps. Maybe if I unlink. No. Ah, okay. So if I want this here, and I want this here, and then I link this to this, and then I gather detail scraps. Okay, so, oh wait, and this, I got a link to here. And then I gather detail scrap. Well, okay. All right. This is so bad. Here, gather detail scraps. Okay, I think I got it. Yes. Okay. So, submarine exterior. Damn it. Submarine bridge. All right, this is good. Okay, now we're going to create a character. All right. So, close this. Let's zoom out a little bit. We'll do characters up above here. We'll do oh yeah. Okay, there's that thing. So we're going to type a name in here. We're going to type in, you give me a name. Give me a name. Uh-oh. What happened? Trash. But Daring Explorer. Yeah, great. Okay. 35 years old. Aurelia Maris. Not Aurelia. Oh, let's see. Aurora. Now that's okay. We'll do Aurora. 35-year-old, a daring explorer with an insatiable curiosity for the unknown, but her reckless pursuit of adventure often clashes with her cautious crew. Great. Perfect. Let's create her. Boom. And then we're going to draw her here. Let's see. She has shocking red hair and a look in her eye that makes it clear you don't mess with her. Paint. All right, these things I should be able to still move around. No. Why? Oh, I guess it's just a temporary thing to move them. Okay, I get it. Fine. So if I want to move these things, I go gather all the elements, move them, and then when I click away, they're no longer connected. I got it. Fine. That's again, like that's fucking dumb. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, of course. But now, since that's deconnected, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Right. There's the OCD in me is happier with that, right? Okay. Here's Aurora. Oh, it changed her name back to Aurelia. I guess she's Aurelia. Okay, we don't like this one. We do like this one. I do like that one. And I do like that one. I think all three of these are cool. All right. So let's gather. Boom. Right. And then we zoom out. So there's Aurora, or whatever the fuck her name is. All right. So now let's create a new character. Bang. Where are we going to draw this character? Right here. We're going to zoom in. And we're going to say, I don't want to use my brain. Hit me. 42 years old, a marine biologist, Caldus Brinjar. Fine. Let's see what Caldus looks like. Click and drag. Right. While young, Caldus has an ancient white beard and looks like he has been on the submarine for decades. Paint. This is, I gotta say, if they would fix the fucking interface here and make this thing at all usable, I think this is quite brilliant. And here's why. Probably next week or within the next 2 weeks, we're going to get Midjourney V7. So their image model is going to get better. And then we're going to get Midjourney Video. So imagine this interface. This is not dissimilar to what Luma Labs did. It's just this is way more free-flowing. So imagine this interface where you could effectively storyboard out a whole story. You pick your look and feel. You design all your characters. You design all these piece parts. And then all of this stuff, I assume all of these are living. Actually, this would be fascinating. I wonder if these are all living in my Midjourney. Create. They're not. That's wild. Reload. Oh, yes, they are. Okay, good. That makes sense. Yeah. So I've got this interface, wherever it is. Is this it? I got this interface where I've got these things all grouped by character, things like that. Then I can come over here to Midjourney and I can look at them and do variations of them. And we'll do an upscale of that one because it's so cool. Love that one. We'll do an upscale of that one. Love that one. Then we'll come back out here. So those are being upscaled. Then I can jump back to ADD land. Let's zoom in here. Okay, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's a definite yes. That's a definite yes. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. I don't like that one. And I don't like that one. Close. Okay, so we're going to come up here. We're going to go gather these all, and then we're going to zoom out. And then we're going to stick this guy next to her. This is pretty slick, people. It's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, character. We're going to go bang. We're going to zoom in. We're going to call it Slime-offrio. Slime-offrio. Slimy-offrio. Slime-offrio. A squid. Idea. The squid is an ancient entity. All right. We're going to make my squid. And we're going to go. We're going to go. We're going to go make it. I'm starting to get the hang of this, people. Anybody having fun? It looks like the open source comfy UI. It's janky, but it'll get better. You have to create characters and give them names. Yes. I watched Peter use it, and it can be used to make a setting and characters for a story that all have the same features. Yep. All right, that's beautiful. So's that. Good Lord, that's cool. Okay, I like all of these, except that one doesn't make sense, but these all make sense. All right, so we go up here to Slime-offrio. Wait, are these not attached? These should be attached. Boom. Okay. Boom. 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 Link. Boom. This. Link. This. This. Link. This. Now if I go here, go this. There we go. Look at this. I'm figuring this shit out. And then once I click off here, now I can move these on their own. Huh, there you go. All right. Well, there you are, people. Submarine bridge. Oh, I know what I can do. You can see that, right? What is the room in a submarine where you drive the submarine called? The control room. Okay. New place. We're going to put it right here. Control room. Write it for me. Fine. Let's paint it. We're going to paint it over here. A haunting melody drifts through the control room speakers. The control room looks both futuristic and ancient at the same time. There are dials and wheels and levers and digital displays. Paint. Does it write storylines? I do not think so. I can imagine random, a prop, a faction, a place, an event, or a character. It can make a note, an image, a portal, a profile. You can save, load, and share. So I don't know. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, these are all bad because they don't have a person in them. So we're going to go paint. Let's see. Right. Let's see. Seamen are at the controls, which are ancient and futuristic looking at the same time. Oh, here's an interesting thing we'll do. We'll say, what's his name? Caldus is at the wheel and Aurelia watches on. Caldus is at the wheel. I wonder if I have to do at Caldus. I bet I do. If I do at, no. Okay. And Aurelius, is that her name? Looks on. Paint. Maybe you could send it to another AI and make the story. Yeah, you could absolutely do that. That's a fine idea. Okay. I don't think this, however, gave us, well, that's sort of him. Oh, I love the scale of that one. That one's cool. So let's get rid of that. Let's get, that one's a keeper. All right. So if I click here and I click here, yep, does all that. And I can move these all. But you can see how you could very, very quickly. Are these all attached? No. You could see how you could very, very quickly build a whole world, right? It's pretty, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. They need 2 other people on it. They need a designer. They need a UX person. I think they need a project manager that goes, no, this is not ready to put out to the world. That one's garbage. Yeah, these are all garbage. That's garbage. So this, right? Oh, interesting. It threw all those things together. All right. Oh, don't forget to save. Oh yeah, that saved it as JSON. Oh, I guess so. If I lose it, I can just bring it in as JSON. Okay, so these are just JSON. Yeah, these are just JSON objects that are pulling from the Midjourney API. That's interesting. Okay, I see what's going on here. And then if we go back to Midjourney and go to create and reload, I'm just over here warping through other people's worlds. Oh, that's a cool idea too. So how do I warp? Right now, I'm just warping back and forth between these two worlds. Oh, I guess I make a portal. Oh, I see. I can link to these different worlds. Edit. Oh, and some of these worlds are editable. Diesel punk world landscape. Link to this world. Okay. All right. I'm starting to get it here, people. Starting to come together. If you know what I mean. All right. Sydney. Hello, Sydney. All right, this guy hasn't figured it out either. You called it a diesel punk world? You got two things on it? Come on, dude. Ooh, these are nice. All right, let's see where she's taking us. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 20 different styles. Oh, I love, he mixed all those styles. I love what it came up with. Damn, this is cool. Wow. So he can link his worlds. These are cool. I love these. Oh, look. Okay. So, like, this is what happens when you get someone that's got a prefrontal cortex using a tool like this. You'll get fully blown out worlds. See, with me, you just get random bullshit. And then what does little things say? Unknown to Irwin. Oh, there's a whole story being told here. The Seven Relics is a place. A sentient celestial artifacts that resonate with specific emotional frequencies. Long ago, the celestial artisan infused with each relic the fractured shard of their own transcendent essence, binding them to the cosmic loom. Nice. So, yeah, so imagine having a brain fart of an idea and having a decent sense of storytelling and being able to come in here and just knock that shit out. What world is that? This world is called, hold please, Rowley, the boy who became, hang on, the boy who became a cosmic being. It doesn't even stretch the title object to wrap the text or fit the text. Honest to God, this is just one of the engineers like, hey, I got this patchwork thing here. Could you think it'd be cool if I put that out on the internet? Oh, sure, dude. Yeah, man, that's cool. Is that like one of those canvas things? Yeah, man. Yeah, that's cool, man. Put it out. All right. Okay. You think it's ready to go? Yeah, like yeah, sure. I mean, there's some quirks. It's a little quirky, but yeah, I think we should do it, man. Oh my God. These are cool. Wow. All right. Where? Oh, did I? There we go. There we go. Click to load the conversation. Interactive mode. Tabs. Tabs. Change your tabs, you heathen. Change your tabs. Tabs. Tabs.
Today we're going to explore a world where artificial intelligence, it collides with the very essence of humanity.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive, into
Right.
those script excerpts you shared from this new musical
Hello.
Sydney, an
Turn up
artificial
your
love
voice.
story.
Hello.
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever
Hey there. Want to share your thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, I'm actually the writer of this script. I'm wondering what you think of it.
Well, it's quite a surprise, I have to say.
Yeah. Wow, that's very meta.
It's fascinating to have you listening.
Yeah, so as the writer, I mean, you created the story, right?
And from what we've read, the play explores a lot of big themes
Like, what it means to be human.
and the ethics of AI. Right. What really stands out to us is the way you explore the relationship between Kellen.
All right. All right, let's take some questions. TikTok pin. Let's see. If you generate an image, click on it, and then click the light bulb, and it writes a narrative. That's pretty cool. What programs are you using? This program is NotebookLM, the new version they just launched today. And then the other thing that I was playing with was Midjourney patchwork.midjourney.com, which is an incredibly early experiment that if they don't get the interface worked out on this pretty soon, no one's going to use it because it's just too weird and messy. It's a very quirky interface. Very, very, very. Do we need paid Notebook LM to get the interactive feature? I don't know, Archetypal Architect, but you need a individual account. It can't be a work group account. Are you joining Lemonade for the TikTok rollover or going to another platform for your lives? Well, so right now I'm going live on TikTok here, and then I'm streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn, and X, all from the same streaming platform. So I might go to Lemonade. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to migrate over followers, content, shit like that. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but it actually does seem pretty likely now that TikTok is going to go away mid-January, which is a real fucking drag. Kyle, go back to Patchwork and click on the light bulb above one of your images. That assumes that you think that I understand how I can get back to my images. Oh, wait, I didn't change my tab. Did I? Oops. All right. Inventory portal plus. Click to place a new inventory item. Boom. I don't know how to get back. I don't know how to get back, anybody. You have to go back to Patchwork and click on the light bulb. Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to get back to my thing. I don't know. I can't. I don't know how to go home. I feel like Dorothy before they told her to click her fucking heels. Is this me? Okay, I'm back. All right. I know how to get back now. Don't I? Yeah. Here. Boom. Okay, so let's go Did I lose? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So if we're going to come in here, love this one. We're going to click on this. We're going to click light bulb. Boom. And it's going to write a story about this. Right? Yes. And I'm going to link this to this. Cool. So these two are now related. And then if I do this thing and say, gather your shit, it reorders everything entirely. All right, fine. In this image, it control. Wait, a haunting melody. Oh no, it put that one with that. Okay, so wait, click here, do that. All right. So if I click on this and then I do light bulb. All right, let's put it up here. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go click on this, click on this. So this, I got a link to this. And then I go back here and I do this, and then it puts it somewhere. This thing is a fucking mess. Oh, man. It's still pretty cool. The thing I'm digging about this, now I can't move this at all. Oh, there we go. The thing I'm digging most about this is you can put everything here, but then when you go back to Midjourney, all these images are in your history. This is one thing I think Midjourney did quite well, that anything you generate with your account goes into your database, basically. Let's look at the high-res versions of these things here. Oh, that one looks shitty. They fucked up his beard. This one looks good. Oops. Yeah, this looks great. Submarine in the background. Looks like Jacques Cousteau. That's cool. Huh. I like it. All right, everybody. What do you think? What do you think? Alyssa Freeney, what's happening? It was good seeing you today. Hope you're doing well. What's everyone got going on? The images are awesome and awesomely consistent. Yeah, this tool, I think this tool, given let's just say put one UX person on this thing would be usable. Sora what? Sora Generations. I don't know what that means, Brandon. It was fun to learn about a new tool. Seems like writing comics might be in my future. Yeah. I made something in Sora, did I? Oh, this thing. Yeah. So a guy on Twitter made this image, which is a really cool image. And then he said he wanted to see a bunch of different video models. And so I took his image and I put it into Sora, and these are the two that it made. This is the one I shared, which I think is really cool. Like, that tells a little story. Like, he flops back on his butt, hears something, looks up. This one's just chaos. It's just weird. He's not moving. People are walking too fast. They're all too skinny. Anyway. Okay. So I want you to save the date on December 27th, which is a Friday, December 28th, which is a Saturday. You'll have given all your presents. You'll have talked about all the cousins. You'll have dealt with the drunk uncle. You'll be coming into the weekend, and the only thing you're going to be thinking is, how do I escape my family? Right? Like, this is what the holidays are for. Oh my God, I want to see you. We should see each other. Hey, you want to see each other? You're going to come out, right? You really need to come out. We love you so much. And then within 3 days, you're all ready to kill each other, right? But you're there. You decided, I'll stay for a week this time because it can't be possibly as bad as I remember it. And then 3 days in, you're like, I know why we've never stayed 7 days before. Anyway, December 27th, Friday, December 28th, Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific on both days, every hour, Ann Murphy and I are doing this thing called AI Festivus, which is it's a 2-day AI training extravaganza. All right. So there's a website for it, but I'm not going to give it to you now because it's not finished yet. We need AI agents to do that. All right, call me AI or call me Al. Good day, everyone. Kyle, you're looking good, I must say. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we're gonna have people from the AI Salon, people from She Leads AI and Murphy's community. Just people that we like, teaching sessions, like 1-hour sessions, all day, Saturday or Friday and Saturday, in between Christmas and New Year. So just save the date, and you'll be home with family or not, right? And you just want to get away. That's the whole idea. You just tell them, I got a work thing or I've got to go study for an exam, and then just come learn about some cool new AI shit. Maybe we'll have someone who's a master of patchwork by then. I don't think you could master that tool. That tool's a fucking mess. All right. Next week. Okay, so a couple of things. It's Friday night date night. Okay, here's your homework for the weekend. Should you choose to accept it, you can take one of two. By the way, if you're new here, when you take homework home for the weekend at the AI Learning Lab, you will be graded and there will be wagering. So don't say you're going to go do homework and then not do it. Because when Monday comes around, there's going to be hell to pay. And you don't have very good credit, right? Okay. So 2 options for homework for the weekend. One of them is go to patchwork.midjourney.com and figure that shit out. Go do a major project. Like what I would suggest you do is go to Patchwork Midjourney, figure out what all the elements are, then go to ChatGPT and tell it what patchwork is, tell it what all the elements are, and then have ChatGPT give you a whole fucking world, like all the piece parts of it. That way you don't have to use your brain, right? Which I'm a fan of these days. Fuck it. Just our brains suck compared to this stuff. So let ChatGPT come up with your whole world. Then you just go pick a couple of styles that you like, mix them together, and then just build that whole fucking thing. So that's a 1 weekend project. Go figure out patchwork. If you're going to share them, I want you to share them on the AI Salon in the Irregulars channel. Okay? And then maybe, you know what would be cool? We could portal between one another's worlds. That might be a fun AI Salon thing. The second thing you can do, and if you're ambitious and you're like, I'm taking notes, I'm going to do all of the homework. If you want to be like an ass-kissy, apple on the desk kind of student, that's fine. Just know that your professor was not that kind of student. I was the class clown. The second assignment is go back to the first 7 days of OpenAI's Shipmas and look at everything that they announced and released and go play with them all. Play with voice with camera. If you haven't seen it, it's quite remarkable. Go make a project. Go use O1, the real version. I forget what they all are now even. But you can go back. It's on Twitter. It's somewhere. Someone made a YouTube video about it. I've got recordings of all of them live. You can just go watch me watch the awkward presentations. But like, get your head around what OpenAI has given us in this past week. Next week, I think we're going to get GPT 4.5, which is apparently pretty amazing. And I think we're going to get operators, which are agents, autonomous agents. I think next week is actually going to change things. I think what we got this week is pretty much what we expected to get this week, with a few minor goodies. All right? So Patchwork or all the new stuff from OpenAI for the past Shipmas days, the first 7 Shipmas days, okay? And if you actually do both of those homework assignments and you come in here bragging on Monday, I will make fun of you. All right. Fantastic. Monday morning, let me just check my calendar for a second. Let me just make sure I'm not making a commitment I can't keep, because I'll tell you what, one thing that I think I take very seriously is the commitments. You know, if I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. Except for today when Brandon invited me to a thing and I had a thing in my calendar, but I lost the thing in my calendar and then I didn't go to the meeting. But other than that, I take meetings very seriously. So let me go look. Hang on. 11 a.m. Okay. 11 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Pacific, the OpenAI Day 8 live stream on Monday. I will be live streaming it. From what I can understand from the rumblings on the Twitter, Monday's going to be a big announcement. I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be ChatGPT 4.5. So be there. There will be the tiniest table in product launch history with 4 awkward human beings around it. Possibly 3. We had 3 today that were actually not bad. They were not super awkward. But I would imagine if we're talking about GPT 4.5, they're going to barely be able to talk, right? These are gigabrains. So chatting isn't their forte. So it will be awkward, but it's potentially a really important day. So come hang out. Then 8 p.m. Monday, we'll be back here. I'm going to take the weekend off. I'm going to try to get my head around all the shit that happened this week because it was a lot. All right. You have never lied. They are so awkward. They are so awkward, aren't they? Oh, did I see the article that Sam dropped about Elon? Yeah, so Sam Altman is deciding to make the Elon Musk battle about profit versus nonprofit very public. So he dropped a timeline of when Elon said certain shit and what he said, and he's basically calling him out publicly. So there's some fucking drama, but whatever. Who cares? So Monday a.m., will you be watching OpenAI on TikTok? Yes, I'll be watching it on TikTok. I think just TikTok only. I did I did one day where I did it on StreamYard. It was just too complicated. It was too confusing. And I didn't tell Brandon, so he wasn't there, so it was just bad. Okay. Couple other things. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. And then if you are not a member of the AI Salon, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go there, the salon.ai, click on join our community, watch our little welcome video, and introduce yourself. Doesn't cost anything. Being in a community of AI optimists and adventurers is going to be increasingly important. We are absolutely in a different it's getting a lot harder to figure out these tools. These tools are getting significantly more complicated and significantly more capable. And there's a lot more of them, You need to be in community of people that are actively curious, learning, sharing what they're learning, right? So go there, join that. It will change your life. I got a really lovely note on LinkedIn today. Someone that stumbled on me on TikTok and was like, hey, Rosie O'Donnell doesn't look so good. And then, but hung out for a little bit, joined the AI Salon, and she said it's absolutely changing her life. Why is it changing her life? Not because anything special happened, because of all this, because of the space that you all create. She's doing 2 or 3 things every morning new in AI. She's like made a commitment that every day she's going to do 2 or 3 new things in AI. And she said it's absolutely transforming her business and her personal life. So that too can be you. If you're not doing that, go join the salon. All right? I think that's it. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. I hope you had a good time tonight. Patchwork was weird. Like, all these new interfaces have me a little freaked out. I like knowing what I'm doing here. And yet, I am clueless. It is my job to humiliate myself so you don't have to. All right? All right, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. I will see you all on Monday. Boom.